All right, I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. Um, sorry. It somebody on. I uploaded a clip on Instagram, and somebody was like, they're like, oh wow, so we're clipping. They're like we're clipping. Uh, we're clipping killing bots, huh? And I was like, yeah. What do you want me to do? And they were like, why don't you play an actual game? I was like, oh, I would if server pings weren't an issue, if we had dedicated servers, if we had official dedicated servers, didn't have server pings going up the wazoo where the game becomes unplayable, or when the match becomes unplayable, I wouldn't have a problem. So either, unless you know somebody at EA that's going to fix it 100%, or if you work at EA and you fix it, and fix it. But if not, I don't want to hear from it. And they're like, oh. And I was like, yeah. Believe me, this is not something I've been liking. Um, like, yeah, like doing the sniper, doing the snipers and stuff. First of all, it's rough. Doing the sniper rifles are rough. I'm gonna say that right now. You guys already have seen from me playing and stuff. Using doing sniper, doing sniper rifles is really rough. Um, but what can you do? Um, if they ever change the progression, that'd be cool. If they don't, I mean, I can't do anything about it. So, um, oh, excuse me. But yeah, that's what's going on right now. Um, sorry I got on late. I know I was supposed to be on at midnight 30, but today was a weird day. So after when I got off stream, I went to sleep and I woke up. But when I woke up, usually I wake up like around like 10 or 11. I woke up and it was 6 in the afternoon. I woke up and I was like, why is it starting to get dark? Like, why does it look dark outside? Because I thought it was my shades that I have. But no, it was actually like dark, and I was like, why is that? And I checked the time. It's 6. Sorry, it's like 6:30, and I was like, holy crap! And I guess it's because it's like crazy weather change or something. Let me see. Yeah, I believe it's like crazy weather changing and stuff like that. So, uh, okay, so we don't have. Oh, no hurricanes. That's good. Well, where we're at, no hurricanes. So, but yeah, it was just pretty wild. I was like, oh, okay. Um, but yeah, it was it was pretty insane. I'm seeing that people are finishing up. I guess people are finishing up Resident Evil 9, which is good. Um, Marathon, people are still playing that, which I'm like, okay, cool. People are playing Marathon. Some people are saying it's good. Some people are not liking it, which I mean, it's fair either way. Um, I mean, you do whatever you like. I mean, you say what you want to say, and if you like it and somebody else doesn't like it, hey, that's your opinion. That's all you can really say. Well, yeah. Um, yeah. So I got on late. So I got a late and sorry, I'm starting paleo again because I can't do like what I did last year, where I can't do like in 2025, which I did in 2024, where I started paleo late, and it had like the great changes and everything like that. And then when New Year's hit or Christmas hit, it was like, okay, I can allow to have myself, some food, some carbs and stuff like that. And I did. And I was like, well, I'll just wait until New Year's or the end of New Year's, the fall, the second, and get back on it. And I just never did, and I fell off for all of 2025, and I just felt like complete and utter shit. Now it's like 2026. I was doing it for a bit. Somewhat fell off, but and I'm going back on it. So, well, technically today. I had a pizza for the last time. So if you guys do not know what paleo is you cannot eat anything processed, no sugar, nothing like that. So like I had my lemonade, I had my lemonade, I had my pizza, things like that. And a lot of people don't really think about it, right? But you can tell, like, you will know how badly carbs affect your, like, not in a bad way, but how they really like mess with your mind. Because like when you go onto it, remember, carbs means like no bread or anything like that. You'll have these random cravings. You'll be like, ooh, damn, I really want a burger, or I want a burrito, I want this, I want that. And the first thing that clicks in your head, you're like, damn, I can't have that because it has bread in it, right? But then but like later on, you'll be like, no, I can have one. It's just obviously I just don't have the bread with it. You get like a burger bowl or a burrito bowl, something like that. And people like, yeah, a lot of people don't know. Like I was one of them. A lot of people don't know about that, and I was like, yeah, it's just you gotta have control. You gotta have sense of control. It's a lot of motivations. It's like it's a lot of motivation. It's a lot of like morality behind it too. Like you gotta make sure like you stay onto it. Only you can like keep yourself stable on it and everything. And your body will change. Like you'll get this whole thing called the paleo flu, which is not actually the flu, but your body will start sweating. You'll feel like you're having a fever or whatever, or like you're just burning up, but you're not. You're just, your body is burning, like since it doesn't have carbs, it's starting to burn at your fat. So so it's like eating the fat from your body and things like that. And you'll start, honestly, you're gonna poop a lot. You're gonna poop a lot. I'm just saying. You're gonna use the bathroom a lot. And then like after when all that goes away, like you're gonna be using the restroom less. You're not really gonna be pooping that much. You're gonna feel different. Like your mind's gonna feel clear, and when your mind feels clear, when your mind feels clear, like when your mind is cleared, you feel like you can do anything, and you want to like do everything. You want to do anything and everything. How would I say it? Yeah, you want to do everything, and you want to do anything and everything, like right there. Like I remember when I first did it, it was raining outside. I didn't even realize. I had this burst of energy, and I remember I got off work. I had this burst of energy. No, it was before I was going to work. I had this burst of energy, and I wanted to go outside, and it was raining. I wanted to go outside. I was like, I'm gonna go outside. I want to go record a YouTube video. I want to do this and this and this and this. And I wasn't able to go outside. So I was like, what am I gonna do with this energy? So then I went and like made a YouTube video. I edited the video and uploaded the same day, like probably like within like 5 hours. And I was like, oh damn. And now it's like I record like an hour video and then like trying to edit and everything, and it takes me 2 weeks. Like the video, the SV98, the SV98 video that I've been talking about, I've just got into editing it. I'm sorry. And then I'm still like these reaction videos that I've been having and everything. Like I've just been holding off on them because I'm like, I don't even know if I want to put those on there, but I might. So things like that. Sunday side quest, again, I'm still holding off on those. And the reason why I'm holding off on Sunday side quest is because of what's going on right now, what we're doing. So again, and then like once everything, hopefully, we get it. For those who know. But if we get it, then we'll be able to go do the Sunday side quest. We'll be able to play other games and things like that as well. Obviously still focus on Battlefield, but like we get to like switch it up a little bit. But right now we're on a grind. We are doing the My goal, I guess we have, I guess we could say goals. I guess my goal for this month, for March, is to have, well, we'll have the PS, I believe we'll have the PSR done, the route we're, the route we're going. Possibly, and it's close. Um, but it just depends. It depends on how much time I put into it. Trying to get the mini scout to 50 by the end of the month. So then we'll be clear snipers. We'll be able to work on other guns and things like that. So we'll see. Um, but yeah, that's what's going on right now. Let's see here. Yeah, people are playing. What do you call it? People are playing Battlefield, or not Battlefield, but people are playing Marathon, and I'm like, okay, cool. You know, people are having fun playing Marathon. Some people aren't having fun playing Marathon. People are playing Arc Raiders. Some people are happy with Arc Raiders. Some people aren't happy with Arc Raiders. And I'm just like, it's interesting, you know, things like that. And then I'm starting to see, I saw something on Twitter, and it's kind of interesting that that people are tired of streamers, and I was like, oh, I guess that, I guess the IRL streaming thing has, um, yeah, I'm guessing the whole IRL streaming thing has popped, if that makes sense. Let me see here. All right, so somebody told me, uh, okay, never mind. So somebody said on, I think it's on Twitter, yeah. So somebody said on Twitter that you can change your timeline. Oh, let me see here. I gotta find it because it was good. It was like good information, like really good information. Let me see here. I think it's filter, right? I think so. If you okay, so yeah, timeline filter. I don't know how to change this. All right, let's see here. Filter out. The interface users can now tap for you header and reveal carousel of broad topics such as technology, science, sports. Let's see here. So I'm trying to figure out how to do this. So I'm on the, maybe I'm not. I don't know. What is it? A premium thing? It probably is. Um let's see. You can now filter your timeline by, okay, but how do you do that? Let's see. Timeline filter allows users to customize their feed by specific topics and stuff. How to access? Tap the drop down menu on the For You tab at the top of your timeline. I don't have a drop down. Yeah, I don't have it. I don't have it. So I don't know what the hell they're talking about. Let's see. X For You tab doesn't have. Yeah, that shit don't work. They're saying, "Oh yeah, you can use it." I don't see a damn thing. Anyway, what a bunch of liars. Let's see. A lot of people are saying it doesn't work, and then some people are saying it's only if you pay. Well, that sucks. Yeah. So I guess so. Like people are talking, like people are showing it and everything, but it looks like it's only for people who have the verification or who paid for premium. All right. Anyway, oh that sucks. Anywho, we got some stuff. We're gonna go ahead and uh get into it. So we got some industry stuff. You guys already know what we do is reaction to some industry videos, things of that nature, and then after that we get into some Battlefield. I'm sorry it took long, but we are gonna get into it. Okay. First one is Very Dark talking about Marathon with their backlash. It's causing meltdowns, SJWs, and player counts hidden so corpo slop can be protected. So let's see what she has to say.
Marathon has been causing quite a stir on social media over the past couple of days. I know a lot of people are saying you need to give the game time to flourish, and surely upon full release, the player counts will be quadrupled compared to the Server Slam weekend. But while I don't think that that is going to be the case, it might be, though ultimately there are people now demanding that things like Steam DB do not exist because they think it is too mean for the developers to be criticized based on player counts and that it's made gaming discussions too toxic.
Well, they just okay. Then here's the thing. Why don't you incorporate in your game how many active players are how many people are online right at that time? Do like Halo 3. Gears of War, they had it. Halo 2, they had it. Like Xbox 360 and back, they had it. And they got rid of it. Why did they get rid of it? Because I guess they didn't want to see the numbers. Or they didn't want people to see the numbers. But now they can't do it with Steam because Steam is by Valve. And Valve is like, no, we're going to show you the numbers. We'll legit show you the numbers. This is how many people are actually playing because they are access to our Steam right now. Everybody's attacking Steam because of them being successful. I don't get it. It's funny to me, but I just don't get it. Like it goes back to the lack of accountability that people have. That's what it is.
have a few different things to show off, but before I get into the topic, if you enjoy the content I create, check out the links in the description, join the community in my live streams, and consider supporting through Patreon or YouTube memberships. Now, I always think it's hilarious when people say we need less transparency. You shouldn't be able to see the player counts of a game because it means you can criticize the developers.
Who the hell said that we need less transparency? We need more transparency. Freaking Mark Rubin did it perfectly when it came to X Defiant. He told us, hey, this is what's going on. You know, I'm glad you guys enjoyed the beta. The beta did pretty well. There are some things that we need to work on, but once we have that stuff completed, then we'll submit it to get the game out there for you guys. We're like, okay, cool. But again, there are a lot of other people that are like, no, the game needs to come out now. Put the game out now. The game needs to come out now. And they're telling us we can't put the game out right now because there's a lot of issues that we still have. We still have netcode issues, and people are like, nah, fuck that. And then guess what? The game comes out and people complain about netcode. Like they even and it's even to the point he explained why they didn't do any promotion. Like they didn't have a budget to really promote the game or anything like that as well, because they were too busy still working on the game. They were trying to work on the functionality of the game before doing any promotions. They did it right, but they got shut down.
Is easier. Oh, it makes gaming discourse so toxic. Blah, blah, blah. You are just mad that your favorite developers are being criticized, or developers you agree with politically can be judged based on player counts. Yes, some games are just going to be failures. Sometimes games, well, all games, each and every game will eventually lose players and dwindle, but at the same time, when
you lose players. It happens. There's always going to be a drop. In any game, that even like your all-time favorite game, even like the most popular game. Look at Counter-Strike. Counter-Strike, it goes up, it goes down, it goes up, it goes down. That's how it is. Now, how with their business plan of how everything is they have everything through the esports as well. So when there's like a big ESL tournament or something, or like, I don't know, world championships or something like that. I'm not sure if they do or not. I'm not sure if they actually do have like a world championship thing. But anyway, their majors and everything like that, it spikes up numbers. Like either spikes up numbers that weekend, or it is that weekday, that following weekday, because people are like, oh damn, like we're doing this and this. Like I want to try this. I want to try that. And then people will actually go in and play the game and stuff. Yeah, it was the same thing with Apex. Look at Apex Legends. Numbers are pretty down, but like when ALGS happens, numbers are up obviously in viewer wise, but like then after that numbers kind of go up, you know, in player count for Apex, because people are playing Apex. They're like, okay, this event made me want to play Apex a bit, so then people play Apex. And then later on it's like, hey, you know, there's that cooldown period and people start leaving and the numbers go back down. It's how it is. It's how it is in games.
when a game is new, it is very easy to judge its success or failure based on how many players are in game. And they're just mad that we are able to very quickly have a glance into the world of the video game and what is potentially going on behind the scenes.
You know what you can also do when it comes to something like this? As a developer, just not overhype your game. Don't overhype your game. I know you want, like, people want to talk about it and everything, but don't, like, you can talk about your game, be like, hey, this game is going to be coming out, yada yada yada, this and that. But don't overhype it. Don't try to oversell it. Be like, this game is going to be the best game ever. Because now that people are like, okay, let's look at those numbers. Like, that's immediately what people are gonna say. It's just how it is. It's the same thing with movies. When people say this is gonna be like, this movie is gonna be the best movie ever, but then you watch the movie, you're like, it didn't do well. Like, it wasn't that great, you know, type of thing. It's just how it is. Well, people have different tastes in games. People have different tastes in music, movies, entertainment, whatever. It's just how it is. If everybody liked the same exact stuff, which again, this is why when they say a game is made for everybody, it's impossible.
You
are literally just going to destroy your game doing that. So
So there are several posts like this online. Let's start out with this one from Lumina saying Steam player counts being public is the worst thing to happen to gaming in recent time. Mentality of if this game going in a niche genre doesn't outperform every game ever released, it's DOA. Like, holy shit, I can't put into words how stupid it is, and now it'll be every game released. Now, this is.
We wouldn't have this problem if the companies or the studios actually put out metrics of the game itself. And I'm not talking about just on Steam. I'm talking about putting out metrics like all the PC players from Steam and Epic Games, or if they have like their own launching platform. Okay. Then also console wise, pull those numbers as well, and actually have a metric. Getting rid of the metrics completely, I mean, you're not going to change the difference. People, what you're going to get is more people, probably content creators and YouTubers and stuff, give more feedback saying like, "Hey, I played the game, I didn't like it," and then they're going to post it. And then guess what? There's going to be some sort of metric of comparing how many people didn't like the game that they played compared to people who actually liked the game. And guess what? There's still going to be a metric that's going to be made where they're like, "Hey, well, this many people didn't like the game. This many people did like the game." Like at YouTube, when Intergalactic the Heretic Prophet came, they did their trailer. That thing got massively not review bomb, but massively disliked. You guys think that getting like hiding the dislike on YouTube shows, or hiding the like YouTube hiding the dislike thing? Well, there's an extension. You can do that, and you can see it. So that's how a lot of people notice the dislikes. So
is happening around the time that Marathon's server slam is happening and people are discussing player numbers. But in recent time, yes, we have criticized games like Concord.
Yep.
We have criticized games like High Guard, games like Relooted. All these titles have had low player counts, and shockingly enough, they failed. It's almost like studios need players in order for their games to be successful. But going into.
it's just people aren't interested. If you don't have a compelling game to really grab somebody's attention, like what was the last game where you were like, oh, okay, besides Resident Evil 9, what was the last game where you're like, ooh, I really want to get this game. I really want to play this game. I got to play this game. When was the last time? Anybody?
A discussion about this doesn't really exist with these types of people because they believe what they are saying is the most logical answer. And in this case, the logical answer is getting rid of Steam player count numbers because they don't like games being criticized based on their low player counts. I mean, you can't make this shit up. This person said, now this tweet isn't against Danny on PC, but after seeing the 750,909,876th post about Steam numbers, I'm convinced a petition should be started to shut down SteamDB. We should not be allowed to see player counts for any game anymore, nor how many are viewing on Twitch, which is so funny. So you are saying that a platform like Twitch shouldn't have viewer counts anymore because, sure, even if they got rid of categories, you could still view the individual streamers' numbers. How fucking stupid do you have to be to actually sit here and argue for less transparency?
Yeah.
These are the types of people that will sit inside with a platform like Discord, forcing age verification and then not having to disclose their third-party partners because, well, who cares about transparency anymore? There's a reason that stupid takes like this get wrecked on social media and why people don't take individuals like this seriously. And yes, we know that Marathon did peak at 143,621 for its server slam weekend. And there's been people arguing that, oh, well, who would want to play a game where your progress doesn't carry over for the full release? First of all, if you hit certain points and achievements throughout this server slam, you do get rewards when the full game launches. But regardless, if people are not willing to test your game out when it is free, why do you expect people to play your game when it is a paid entry? And yeah, I'm not sitting here and saying that this game is going to completely flop. Bungie has a lot of fans. Clearly, 143,000 people is just the all time peak. There's probably like 2 million people that ended up downloading it. But at the same time, when you are seeing a drastic drop like this in only 24 hours from 143 to 46,
It's
and the
concerning.
lowest point was 33,638, it doesn't bode well. It doesn't look very well. And right now, in the middle of an afternoon on a Sunday, it's at 51,000. Maybe it'll go up a little bit more, but yesterday's peak was 76,000. So it's not a good look. And yes, I get that there are people out there who want to defend Bungie and defend these activist developers, and they just want to run damage control for these companies. But you have to understand why transparency is important.
Yep.
It is because companies can just lie. They can say, our game is doing great.
Yep.
Our game is doing phenomenal. Our game is absolutely crushing the competition right now. And they don't have to prove it. It is a reason why there are so many developers now who will boast about 3 million players or 4 million players or 5 million players, not 5 million sales or 5 million copies sold.
Yeah.
And this is why transparency is important. If you don't understand that, you are a lost cause.
And the thing is, it's like, say for instance, they get rid of Xbox Game Pass, right? Completely. They get rid of Xbox Game Pass and they go back to Xbox Live Gold or Games for Gold, right? Developers can no longer say those numbers. They can no longer say this is how many people are playing. Because, I mean, they could, but the numbers aren't going to add up because you don't have that subscription anymore, that subscription service. So I think that's what the issue is. I think that's what the issue would be. If Xbox were to say, hey, Xbox Live Game Pass, we're no longer doing it, or Xbox Game Pass, we're not doing it anymore. Like, it would destroy people.
And I can't say I'm particularly shocked, given this person is a TTV affiliate. It says that they're she, her. They've got all these flags in their bio.
Marathon
but
hype.
They also talk about marathon hype. So this is clearly a Bungie shill. And then this person says that they yap about games and they've got 25K on TikTok. So they are just looking for attention and, a post to go viral. But there's a reason why people like this are getting absolutely wrecked. Nah, player counts are important metric to gauge a game, especially in the multi/competitive games. No, no, no. Don't look at how bad these games are doing. No. So the comment section isn't going the way you planned. You're actually just mad the games for you can't fake success. Do the meme, leave the alone, the multi-million-dollar company. No, journalists can no longer lie and say that a game is a super blockbuster mega smash hit. LOL. Games that are considered successful that either had a rough start or never hit astronomical numbers. You have titles like Factorio, you have titles like Stardew Valley, Subnautica, Hades. But again, there is a big fucking difference between a game that had $1 million budget or even a $500,000 budget versus a game coming from a studio like Bungie that was purchased for $3 million, owned now by one of the largest companies in the video game industry. Something like Marathon had tens of millions of dollars put into it, and after all of the rehauls, I bet that they spent over $100 million on it, versus a game like, I don't know, Factorio, hitting 118,000 all-time peak when it was made by a tiny team of people who probably didn't even get paid during the development cycle. So there's a very, very different argument to be made there about the cost of a game versus how much it actually brings in. Like, if you've got a team of 2 people who made a game and, I don't know, paid themselves, I don't know, 15K for the development cycle versus a Bungie who is worth billions of dollars, it's different.
Yeah,
Do
paying
you
hundreds of
happen to
millions of
work for
dollars.
Ubisoft? And it brings up how Ubisoft wanted Steam to hide concurrent player count data because it made it harder for them to lie about their player counts and to fake their player counts. And, well, it hasn't worked out in their favor so far because SteamDB's just going, no, Steam's going, no, and these big companies want this to happen, but it's not. So this discussion is so stupid, in my opinion.
It's basically, and that's why a lot of games are going to put stuff on their own engines, because they don't have to put the player, they don't have to show the metrics of players. Believe me, I wholeheartedly want Division 2. I want to see their player numbers for Xbox, because we don't have crossplay. We don't have anything like that. So that's something I've been wanting ever since Division 1, is to have like a player count, or even in game saying like how many people are playing the game, who are online right now playing the game. Like, but then again, it seems like what Ubisoft might be thinking is like, oh, if somebody sees a low player count number, they're going to not play the game. You know, if that makes sense.
And sitting here arguing for less transparency is an insane take to have, but
It's dumb.
it's coming from Shell, so I can't say I'm shocked. But
Yep.
I'll be keeping my eye on Marathon and how it's doing. The player counts for the Server Slam definitely have dropped quite a bit, and we'll see when it releases in a few days if it still is doing good and it's as successful as people expected. But I just have a feeling this is a game that may struggle. But that's all that I had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this important and informative, make sure to give it a like, share it, and subscribe to the channel. And if you didn't, give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I'll talk to you all again in the next video really soon.
So yeah, there's that video. Make sure to give her a like. If you guys do like her content, go ahead and subscribe to her video as well. The next thing we're gonna go over is we're gonna react to Tim. So he's talking about the marathon drama. So let's see what he's talking about.
Hell yeah, it's marathon slop today. Yo, I'm going to speak for the marathon devs, because the devs, they won't say this to you.
Oh, disclaimer. It was a hashtag ad. Just saying that too. So just disclaimer, context.
Guys, I will say this for the marathon devs. Shut the up. Like, shut the up. Like, genuinely, bro. Like, people complain about everything. I'll speak for the devs here. Shut the up. Dude, they made a game that is different. It has a different art style. They have different characters.
It's just the art style. It's the art style that's different. That's what it is. Other than that, if you remove the art style, it's just another looter shooter. That's all it is. That's like when I ask people, and this is why questions get people in trouble, because it's not the question that gets people in trouble. It's the fact that the people who you question can't answer it, can't give you an answer, and then they get upset. So then you get in trouble for it. But with Marathon, compared to Arc Raiders, compared to Tarkov, compared to Hunt Showdown, hell, compared to Call of Duty's DMZ, if you strip away the art style, okay, if you strip away the art style from Marathon, how is it different from the other games? How? With Tarkov, it has the realism that gun, like, you know, if your gun wears out over time, so you can get gun jams. If you don't put the right bullets in your gun, the weapon won't fire. If you put the wrong bolt into your gun, you can't fire the ammunition that you brought with you, so the gun's pretty much useless. If you get shot in the arm or something like that, you actually are injured and you need to bandage yourself up, or you can't use your arm when you shoot. So they have realism. That's Tarkov. I never played Hunt Showdown. Arc Raiders, it looks like if you don't have like a little shield pack or whatever, well, it's still PvE, PvP, it's the same thing like everybody else. That's like the generic thing. They have robots that are all different, like, difficulties, I guess you could say. Like there's one that shoots rockets at you. Now they have one that's like the Queen robot or something like that. I don't know. I never played. Last time when I played Arc Raiders was at TwitchCon, and it was like just like a little beta test. And I only played for like 5 minutes. Things like that. But like with, again, like what make the main point is, if you strip away the art style, like what else is significant that you'd be like, this is Marathon? Other than the name, if you never saw the name or anything like that, and you took away the art style from all the games, can you differentiate Marathon from another game? And that's my whole thing.
You can choose from. It's an FPS. You can snipe. It's a well-polished game that's about to come out in the.
What did you say?
It's an FPS.
Just like every other game.
You can snipe.
Like every other game.
It's a well-polished game that's about to come out in the Big 20.
I don't know. I saw a clip from Summit where he was like, he wasn't able to get through the menus because he didn't have a controller. You needed to plug a controller in to get through the menus. If you're a mouse and keyboard person, you know. Yeah, that can be a fix. It's an easy fix, but that's still an issue.
26, and y'all still complain. So I will speak for the devs here. Shut the up.
Tim, I gotta say this. You can't really speak. You talk and praise about all these games, and then once the sponsor or the ad is over, and I loved him, but he talks about these games and everything like that, but then when the sponsor and the ad's over, he's no longer there. Perfect example, look at RedSec. Before even RedSec came out, he was talking about, can we just have a battle royale? Can we just have a BR? Can we just have this? Can we just have that in a battle royale for Battlefield? The dude only played it like, what, 10 times? Guy only played it about 10 times. And the reason why he played it was because of the RedSec Elite Series that was $1 million tournament. But once that was gone, once that got scrapped and everything, he's gone in the wind. So again, like, you remember this game, and this is when RedSec just came out too. So it's like you can't, like, and that's that pattern when it comes to not just him, but like with other creators and stuff like that, where it's like, if there was no sponsor, if there was like no sponsorship, if there was no paid ad or anything, and you weren't and I'm gonna say this, and they didn't gift you the game, if you had to go out of your way to either talk to somebody, or like to get invited, like go out of your way to get invited into the thing, or you had to pay for the game yourself to try it out and everything, would this still hold up? That's my whole thing.
The devs can't say that to you guys, but I can, bro. I can. All right, you guys, the gaming community, they complain about everything, bro.
See, and look at his chat. It says #ad. You don't even like extraction shooters. Remember, he's getting paid to tell you to shut the fuck up. Tim getting that money. Ad maxing. #ad. Somebody said tell him dad. #ad. Completely not paid. Tim, you left Nade home alone there. Complaining is the internet standard. I mean, that is true. But still.
It's just the internet in general. I guess the internet just complains. You know? People are just like, dude, another new game coming out. This is going to suck. Go back to Arc Raiders. Yeah, dude, this game sucks. How about you go back and play some Overwatch, Tim? I want to see some Overwatch today. Tim, go play Marvel. This game sucks. We haven't even played the game yet. How do you know the game sucks?
I played it earlier. I didn't like. I'm not gonna say the game sucked. It just wasn't for me. It just wasn't my type of thing. That's what I'm gonna say. Just being honest.
I haven't even gotten in there. The only touch of this game that we played was like 7 months ago in alpha. There were 3 characters, and it's completely different now. But the game sucks. Got it.
They did. I mean, there were multiple controversies. Like, one was stolen artwork that somehow, I still to this day, I don't know how it got through the verification process. I'm just gonna be honest.
Got it. But Tim, they stole art.
There you go. There it is.
Stealing is not good. I think we can all agree with that. Yes?
Yeah.
Stealing is not good. Okay?
Yes.
It is bad to steal. Don't steal.
Yes.
When I was a 5-year-old, I tried to steal a lollipop from my local grocery store. My mom found out I did it, made me walk back into the cashier and show her that I stole the lollipop.
Okay. But you didn't steal the lollipop to go sell it. You didn't. Yeah, you didn't go. You didn't steal the lollipop to go sell it to something else to make more money. You didn't. That's the big. That's a big thing. Yes. Overall, in general, bottom common denominator, stealing is bad. Yes. Whips even says depends. Trust. Exactly. A lot of people's trusts were broken.
I did try to steal a lollipop when I was 5. I did. Yeah, I did. Okay. And my mom made me go back and talk to the lady. Stealing is bad. You should not steal. That is bad. Okay.
Yes.
But
What was the justification?
did they or did they not address the problem that they did? Did they or did they not?
They addressed the problem because the artist called it out. And it received so much backlash on the internet. It blew up on the internet that they had to say something about it. If it didn't get blown up on the internet, if it didn't go viral on the internet, would they even care? That's the question. That is the question. If there weren't as many eyes on it, would it still be there? And from a lot of people's minds, they are saying yes.
Marathon. Yes or no? Yes, they did. They paid the artist, I think. Now, I'm not 100% here. I'm not Marathon.
So honestly, artists said it's all good now. They did. They said it still has microtransactions. They also fired the people who stole. Yes, they paid the artists. Not really, to be honest. Idiots on the internet never update their info. Once a lady paid for our candies, lady, I'm here to buy candy, not steal it. The fuck? I'm reading his chat. I'm reading what his chat says. They paid the person. Yeah, they paid the person. Yeah, but it's still like we're supposed to just forget about it. Like, okay, that's like me that not me. That's like somebody getting punched in the face. Just getting decked in the face, getting knocked the fuck out, right? And then that person coming up saying, "Dude, I'm sorry that I punched you in the face. Like that was fucked up of me. I shouldn't have punched you in the face." Like, is that person gonna just let that go? No, like we're not gonna just let that go. Like, oh, let's just keep carrying on with the day. Like, no, that's not gonna happen. No.
Todd's lawyer, so I don't know fully here, but I'm pretty sure they paid the artist. They're like, we fucked up. Oh, they didn't. So what'd they do? They did pay him. See, this is the internet, bro. That's sorry we got caught.
That's pretty much what it is.
Yeah, there's some truth to that.
Yeah,
there is. For
no,
sure.
no, it's not some truth. That is the truth. Sorry we got caught. This because a lot of you guys saw it. Oh shit, we got caught. We gotta do something about it. This game still needs to come out because Sony's not gonna scrap it because they gave us like hundreds of millions of dollars for the game, like to develop the game, and the game needs to come out. They said, you guys either make this fucking game, or if not, what we're gonna do is you guys are now gonna be under Sony itself. Like you guys aren't even you're not gonna be independent Bungie. You guys are gonna be Bungie under Sony. And they're like, oh shit, yeah.
I won't disagree with you there for sure. Marathon got kind of put in a position there where it's like no matter what they do, people are going to be upset with them in the sense of they did that and then they tried to address it and fix it. Like people are still going to be pissed.
Yes. Again, it's like getting punched in the face. You're not going to forget that. You're not going to forget getting punched in the face. So you're not going to forget that somebody's artwork was stolen and was throwing on it was being. It would be it'd be somewhat different. Still bad, but it would be somewhat different if it was a independent studio or not a studio. If it was an independent artist, or not artist, developer that stole the artwork. Yeah, they would get some backlash from it and everything. But if it's a multi-million-dollar, actually possibly billion-dollar studio that stole the artwork, that's the problem.
Does that make sense? Like they could steal the art. They could pay the artist to be like, yo, we fucked up, bro. My bad. Pay the artist, yo, yellow man, hands up. You got me. You know what I mean? But then people are like, well, fuck you. You did it anyways.
Well,
even if they fix it.
You did it.
So it's like, whatever.
Because here's the thing. And it's something that we will never know. Only the people that work there, either if they still were there or not. But the big issue is somebody stole the artwork. It wasn't cross-referenced. It wasn't double-checked. It wasn't triple-checked. It didn't go through the channels of being checked. It bypassed all of that somehow to being allowed in the game. Artist 101 when it comes to getting references and everything and being submitted to a data sheet or a trim sheet, whatever you like to call it, it needs to be checked to see if it's somebody's artwork. If it is, contact the artist, say, hey, we saw your art. It looks really cool. Like, can we put this in our game? We'll give you we'll give you compensation for it. It would have been best of both worlds. The game could have done well. Like the game would have avoided this and the person would have got paid. But no, it got bypassed. It got caught. Either way, the artist got paid. Win-win for them. But unfortunately, it looks bad on Bungie.
Like, genuinely, you know, is this an ad or are you playing it because you want to? I'm just going to start saying everything's an ad, bro.
Do it.
I'm just going to say hashtag ad. Let's just put hashtag ad in every title from now on.
Do it.
Because people think everything is paid anyways.
Yeah.
So let's just put ad in the title.
Well, because, I mean,
you know what I mean?
You do have hashtag ad,
bro. Sure.
Yeah.
Why not? Why not? You know what I mean? Midnight launch in 6 hours. I hate to say it. This is the first time for a WoW expansion I truly don't give a fuck. And I hate to say that.
Why?
I love WoW. Like,
okay.
I love World of Warcraft. I care about Classic Plus, man. Call me Unk. I just don't give a fuck. I don't know. I really don't.
Why does he like to do it?
Anywho, guys, let's circle back to our topic of conversation here. So we are playing Marathon today. It is the Server Slam. I'm very excited to check this out. I think it has a lot of potential. I think there's a lot of fun in this. I also think that this game is going to...
Why? Why is there a lot of fun and potential in it? I'm just curious. When people ask, like, even people can ask me, like, okay, you know, what do you think about... When people ask me about Battlefield, what do you think about Battlefield? It can be better. It can be better. Honestly, what's holding me into Battlefield right now is just because I like unlocking right now my brain is just tied to like getting the Unstoppable Force mastery blueprints for all the guns. Like, that's what my mind is literally doing. It's just like, get on Battlefield and work on that sniper rifle, get it done. It's like, all right, cool. Then after it's done with that, it's like, all right, do the DMRs, all right, do the shotgun, do this, do that. And then when you're completely done, it's like, well, shit, what do I do now? Like, we don't know until we get there. So most likely other guns are going to be out. So
going to be pretty good. And the reason is because I looked at I saw some TikTok and some guy was talking about basically all the classes. There's a lot of diversity in these classes in this game. It looks like there's different ways to play the game. I think
hero shooter.
That's going to be good. Yeah, hashtag ad, sure. I also saw the most recent Arc Raiders update, and I thought it was dog shit.
Okay. Why is that? Why is it dog shit? This is a guy who highly praised Arc Raiders, along with a lot of people. But why is that?
I'll speak kind of candidly here. And Arc Raiders, in my opinion, they are kind of gearing the game towards PvE, which is totally fine. That's totally fine. They're more than welcome to do that. But I personally don't like that. So, like, I don't care, basically. Like, they don't want PvP. And then Marathon is kind of the other end of it where it's like, it's mainly PvP, which I think
is PvPvE. Well, I mean, he played it, but PvPvE, which I've seen him play it. I've seen Nick Merckx play. I've seen Peanut play. I've seen Gingy play it. I've seen Lupo play it. I've seen a lot of people play it. And a good amount of people have been questioning, where are the other runners, the other runners, which are the players, where are the other players fighting, like, you know, so they can do the fight? And they're not really running into people. So trying to understand what you're saying there, Tim.
For me personally, I'm just going to enjoy that more. Now, if you like PvE and you want to go fight Arc, that's totally cool. They got that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Me personally, I would rather PvP. The streamers are killing.
Here's my question. Why don't you just split it up? Why don't you just split it two? Have a PvE server and have a PvPvE server. Why not just split the two up? Or would that make people upset? Would that make people upset that they can't, you know, that they only want just one? That's what it seems like. It seems like with Arc Raiders, they're like, hey, we want to do like we want to have a PV, like, you know, there's PvP, there's PvPvE, but then some people just want a PvE because they're just tired of getting, like, you know, stream sniped, or they're tired of you know, just starting out and then they just get blown away by a higher level, well equipped team. And again, you just started the game, you know, type of thing. So that's, it seems like they're working on a solution there, but it's not like they're taking the PvPvE away and just doing only PvE. It's not like they're doing that. They're just giving an option. And I could be wrong on this, but it looks like they're giving them an option. And the people that are enjoying the PvP portion of the PvPvE, they don't like that. And I'm guessing they're thinking that people are going to go over to the PvE, which is going to make the PvPvE, the original one, pretty much like barren, right? That's what it seems like. And I could be wrong. Again, I could be wrong on that.
Our creators. Can I suggest something to you? That's not true. It's just not true.
Why?
Like, streamers, do you guys think we have some sort of power here, bro? Like, I can,
Yes.
like, we can Thanos snap our fingers, and don't fucking say high guard here. Don't say.
I was not going to think of that, but like, I mean, somebody that we're looking at right now during Warzone, OG Warzone, has a moderator that knows somebody at Call of Duty that can, what was the quote? Hit the button. I don't know about that, but I don't know. Average Joe Schmo doesn't have that kind of connection. Just saying.
Say high guard. Okay, don't do it. Don't do it. Okay.
Somebody say
you're
Warzone.
acting like streamers could snap their finger and we can turn a game off. Like, our creators, the devs are making choices that are going a certain direction in our creators, right? And you can see in real time how it is affecting the game. And you can just look at player count. You can just stare at the player count. Here's the bottom line. If the game is good, people will play it. That's period. That's bottom line, right? Marvel Rivals, beginning of last year, absolute boom. Everyone was on it, okay? Obviously, there is a boom period in games where what I mean by that is, like, it hits and everyone's like, bam, and it shoots up.
The honeymoon phase.
Fortnite, right? Woo!
Honeymoon
Everyone
phase.
was playing it. Marvel Rivals, everyone was playing it.
Honeymoon phase.
And then it eventually levels out, right? That's just the way the game goes. Our
Or plummets.
creators right now, you have that honeymoon phase, maybe you call it, where
Yes,
everyone's
yes.
playing our creators. Came out at a really good time. It was kind of dead. There was nothing really out.
Mm-hmm.
Our creators came out, and now it's kind of leveling out a little bit, right? And that's what happens. That's just the cycle. It's a gaming cycle, right? Now, the thing is, for me personally, the choices that they're making over there with our creators, I don't jive with that. Main example for me, we ban cheaters up to
said
3
Battlefield
times,
6.
and the third time is a permaban. That is fucking stupid. That is an example of something that's fucking dumb. Okay? So,
Wait, hold on. What do you say
I'm a
about the
ban.
Sorry, what do you say about
ban
the
cheaters up to 3 times, and the third time is a permaban.
I can kind of see it, but it all depends of how they detect if the person is actually cheating. Like, if somebody were to be, you know, they were getting caught cheating, like banned out of small. Okay, like perfect example, Nick Merckx, right? Nick Merckx the people were accusing him of aimbotting because of the aim assist on his controller, because he's using controller. It was the aim assist, so people accused him of it. If they were to, I'm just being honest, if they were to, by his logic, ban him permanently, Nick Merckx would never be able to play Arc Raiders again. Tfue got banned. Tfue got banned for, I can't remember what it was, but he got banned for something. If, by his logic, he wanted them to be permanently banned and everything, yeah, if he wanted to be permanently banned and everything like that, then, like, Tfue would never be able to play Arc Raiders again. And then guess what? He wouldn't be streaming, because literally that's why he said he came back to streaming, is because he saw Arc Raiders is fun. He's been playing Arc Raiders off stream, and he's like, you know what? It makes me want to come back and stream and play and It made me want to come back and stream, and that's what he's been doing. He's been playing Arc Raiders the whole time. Hamlin's same thing. He's back streaming because he's playing Arc Raiders, because he's having a fun time playing Arc Raiders. So, excuse me. So by that logic, you would have creators that would be gone. People are complaining about stream sniping, and they have been reporting, like, you know, streamers have been reporting other people for stream sniping. But what if the person was not stream sniping and they get banned for quote unquote stream sniping? So like if me and my team ran into Ninja just randomly and we just rushed him and then we killed him and everything, and he said that we were stream sniping and we get reported and we get banned. I just got banned because I played the game and killed the guy, right? And somebody got mad. And I'm not saying him specifically, but I'm just saying just for a streamer, just in general. I'm just using that as an example. So that's the problem. So I think that's why they have the 3-strike rule. Well, like, okay, if you get banned the first time, okay, don't do it again. Second time, don't do it again. Third time, all right, you're permanently banned because you're just constantly violating. Now, I don't know if it's 3 times of the same violation, or is it just 3 times in general of you being banned? You know, because I bet you out there, because it's with every game that has a reporting system, people have been mistakenly banned because of, you know, mass reports or something like that. It's just like, look at YouTube. I'm sorry I'm going on a tangent here, but it's just like YouTube. A lot of people's channels are getting taken down because they're getting massively false reported, if that makes sense. Because a content creator doesn't like another content creator or something like that. That's usually what happens.
That is fucking stupid. That is an example of something that's fucking dumb.
No.
Okay. So Marathon tweeted, by the way, hey, if someone cheats in this game, they're permaban. Good. They changed it. Okay. Well, hang on a minute. Hang on a minute.
They need
because
to
you guys were just saying Marathon stole the art and then they apologized to the artist and they fixed that and you guys weren't okay with that. So
wait, hold on. Say that again?
They changed it.
Okay.
Okay. Well, hang on a minute. Because you guys were just saying Marathon stole the art and then they apologized to the artist and they fixed that and you guys weren't okay with that. So am I now also not okay with that? Based on how you guys are handling that, I'm
See, let me I'm trying to think about that one real quick. So because there's a 3-strike rule, they're doing a 3-strike rule for banning, for permanent ban. Does that make Arc Raider okay? Well, it's not like, again, and I could be wrong. From what I'm getting at, it's not like Arc Raiders is trying to keep cheaters. It's not like another game, Call of Duty, that's trying to keep cheaters and stuff like that, to keep numbers up. Like when you get killed in Arc Raiders by a cheater, what happens? The person gets banned and you get your stuff back, right? And again, it goes back to the probably getting falsified of cheating, or falsified of hacking, or falsified of, you know, stream sniping, or whatever of those things. And like I said, if Nick Merckx was actually convicted, or like, you know, like got massively reported and then got banned, he would no longer be able to play. He would no longer be able to play with Tim, Cloak, Burnt Peanut, anybody. Tifu, who actually did get banned, he would never be able to play again. So again, Tim, like, I see where he's going at with this, but you have one where they're trying to have like some sort of justification. Then you have another studio where they blatantly, they had I can't even say malpractice, but they didn't go through proper channels to check something that got put into the game. That's the problem.
I'm still not. So that means even though they fixed it, I'm still not okay with that, right? They paid for the art. I got to be completely honest with you, brother. I know nothing about that art drama, like really nothing. And I probably, you know, realistically, I probably should have like looked it up. But I guess for me personally, like as a consumer, I'm like, well, that's more like behind the scenes. You know?
That's like, people might question this, but I'm just gonna say anyway. That's like somebody making a character. Like they have a video game, right? and they made an exact 1-to-1 character of Tim with all the tattoos and everything. Made a video game. It don't matter what the game is. Made a video game, main character, Tim Tatman, and everything like that. Tim didn't know shit about it. They were about to put the game out. Somebody's like, in the Tim Tatman, and they tag him and stuff. And then Tim gets pissed off, right? And they say, okay, we paid him or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Like, wouldn't you be pissed off that, you're in a game that you have no idea about?
You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to consume the video game. You know what I mean? So I don't really know much about it. I don't know what happened with the stolen art. I don't know if they paid the guy. I don't know if they could still be in a lawsuit. I have no idea. I'm not their lawyer, right? All I'm here to do is to play a new FPS because I like FPS. And I'm also one of the greatest gamers of all time out there at.
I was going to say and also you're getting paid for it.
FPS, i.e. look at Overwatch, look at Counter-Strike, right? You can call me Unk, call me what you want, bro. I was game off being pro in CS. You know what I mean? You can say.
Hey Tim, what's that thing on your head again? Not the headset, but what else what's on your head? Oh, yeah, that's right. Cap. XNed01, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome in.
What you want? You guys can say whatever you want, bro. So for me, I am very excited to play a game like Marathon. Well polished, developed game. Seems kind of unique in a way. I'm curious to try it out. So today, tomorrow, and I think I'm streaming Saturday to really dive into Marathon here and give it a shot. I am not being paid to play Marathon Thursday or Friday. On Saturday, I will be doing a sponsored stream with Marathon. What do you mean?
There it is. And there it is. I don't know if Tim will ever see this. I don't know if anybody will clip it, post it on Twitter, whatever. I don't care. I'm curious. Has Tim ever played a game for like a week straight? Like a new game, played a game for a week straight or whatever, that was never a sponsor or an ad? I'm just curious. The reason why I'm just saying this right now because the subject at hand is this video right here, and he said it. So I'm just curious. Has he ever played a game that wasn't an ad?
He called it. I don't need to play this today legally. That is not how ads work. The ad, bro. Yo, chat, you guys are out. I'm actually getting tilted at you, bro. First day back off my trip. I had a great trip, by the way. I haven't even got to talk to you guys about this, bro. You guys are pissing me off already. Dude, ads don't work that way. I am legally required to play for, I believe, 2 hours on Saturday. I don't need to be here today. I don't need to be here tomorrow. Okay? Saturday.
But of course, it's still an ad.
Saturday, I do have to be here. So if anything, you guys should be like, wow, thank goodness Marathon sponsored Tim because he's actually streaming on a Saturday. Otherwise, I'd probably be off somewhere, maybe at a bar, having a beer, sports betting. That's what I'd probably be doing on a Saturday morning.
You'd probably be on still playing.
Yeah, so, I mean, needless to say, I'm excited for today. I'm excited for tomorrow. I'm excited for Saturday. I have a lot of high hopes for Marathon. And listen, you can say this is a high guard moment for me again, I guess. Listen, I'm going to play the fucking game. And I'm either going to like the game and I'm going to want to continue to play the game, or I'm going to play the game. I'm not really going to love it after you got to give it a little bit of time, right? Got to give it a little time and we'll see.
Red sec.
We'll fucking see. Here's what I do know. Are you ready for this? You ready for this? Okay. Gaming. Never mind. I'm not even going to say because everyone's going to get pissed at me. Because the last time I said gaming sucks right now, people are like, well, what about this game, Tim? Like, it's games that I don't fucking know.
FPS gaming sucks right now. That's what it is. It's okay. Like, don't say gaming in general sucks, but FPS in gaming sucks because we don't have anything to play. It's okay. It's okay. I will agree with him on that one.
So maybe I should specifically call it out. Multiplayer games that I'm interested in suck right now.
Because they're all the same exact thing. It's a super competitive looter shooter type or hero based type game. Is that possibly what it is? Because that's what all the studios are following that trend for. Is that the possibility, Tim?
I mean, brother, the most fun I'm having in gaming right now is on Overwatch, a game that has been out for 11 years. Really sit there and fucking think about that for a second, right? If you would have told me after I stopped playing Overwatch in like
Uh-huh.
2018, 2019, that
Uh-huh.
2026 Tim the Tap Man would be willingly
Yeah.
playing ranked Overwatch in 2026, I would have been like, what the fuck happened? And here I fucking am. Gaming is just flat. And I say gaming, and once again, the last time I said gaming,
FPS.
a lot of single player gamers out there got mad at me. So I need to kind of clarify this here. Games that are multiplayer games that Tim the Tap Man personally is interested in are flat. That's what I'm.
Competitive. It's multiplayer competitive games. That's what we're talking about. Because multiplayer games, I can name one. Helldivers 2. Go play that. Wait, he played it, but he said he didn't like it. And then he said he didn't like it, and then he hopped on and played with Dr. Disrespect. And this was before the whole situation happened. He played with Dr. Disrespect, and he said, "Oh," like the next day, he said, "Oh, we're gonna play it again because the numbers did well on YouTube."
I'm saying. If you guys love single player games out there, I'm so happy for you, brother. I really am. I don't enjoy playing those games personally. It's just been a thing my whole life, my entire life. I don't know why it is. I don't know why I'm wired that way. I've never really been a single player guy. Okay,
okay.
I
I
never
just don't
really
like
have
sports
been.
games.
I don't know why that is.
Okay, that's fine.
The case for me. I don't know. I can't really just sit there and play single player games. I was always an online like multiplayer, whether it's Call of Duty multiplayer or MMORPG. That was what interested me, not single player. I don't know why that is. And listen, I'm just gonna, I gotta say something. Okay, Arc Raiders. I'm gonna circle back to Arc Raiders here for a second.
Okay,
Like,
here we go.
Arc Raiders, in my opinion, it's a good game. It's a good game, right? You can't really complain on it. There is something about it that doesn't fully jive with me. There's something about the movement. I use the word, it feels clunky from time to time. It just feels kind of clunky. All I'm gonna say is this, bro. To me, I feel like the devs had this awesome, like, golden egg opportunity, and yet they're somehow like turning the game into Helldivers, or something. Like, I'm like, what the fuck are we doing? Like, they had this own like unique,
I gotta play
like,
Helldivers
kind of like
again.
multiplayer experience, but they're almost spinning it now to help. Like, they want it more PvE. Like, you can see what the changes they're making.
Well, if they split it in two, if they say, hey, okay, here's the original mode and everything, but also we have a PvE mode for other people that want to play. Like, to me, that's fine. If you have a problem, like if they do that and people have a problem, like if PvP players have a problem with that, then it's just based off of selfish and greed. They want it to only be a PvP game. That's my thing. Now, if Embark were to change it completely from PvPvP to PvE, then yeah, I can see the problem. But if they're just splitting it in half, like if they're just adding a new mode in there for people to play and just chill out and have fun, then I don't see a problem. Anybody else?
For example, snap hook tech. They're taking that away. They don't want people moving like that, right? Because they don't want it to be that way. In my head, it's almost like they're spinning it more. They want it to be more PvE. I mean, they literally said they wanted it more PvE than it is. They said they were not expecting as much PvP in the game that came into the game. Whereas Marathon is like, yo, PvP your hearts out, bro. So that's why I'm here. So how long has Tim been talking? I want to judge for when I should leave and come back and he's actually playing. Hey, listen, man, at the end of the day, they're the devs of their game. They can do whatever the fuck they want, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, they can create anything they want. So that's obviously the way they want the game to be, and it just doesn't really, I don't really like it personally, and that's totally fine. That's totally fine. They're not making it for Tim the Tap Man, right? So that's totally cool. You know, they want to make it the way they want to make it, which is dope. Bro, are you okay? You're complaining about too many games. You know what it might be, bro? Maybe Fortnite ruined us. Maybe that's it. So being in the space, I feel like I've talked to some, like, people that are high up and stuff like that, and like way things like kind of happen. You know what it almost seems like? Some of the best games just kind of come out of the woodwork. Does that make sense?
Yes.
It's like you have all this marketing for all these very well done games, right? I'll use Battlefield as an example. This Battlefield was a great Battlefield. Anyone that says otherwise, I would completely disagree. I think.
Why aren't you playing it? If it is so great, Tim, why aren't you playing it? Why aren't you putting in the grind, the hashtag grind? Why aren't you putting it in the Battlefield? That's what I'm curious about. Why aren't you playing it?
From the multiplayer perspective of Battlefield, I think it was a very well done Battlefield. I think
You should play it now.
they did a great job on it. It's just for me personally, I've always talked about it. It's hard for me to just sit there and just multiplayer spam just over and over and over. Same thing with Call of Duty. I think Call of Duty, listen, say what you want, bro. I think BO7 is a good multiplayer Call of Duty experience.
Why aren't you playing that one?
It's a good multiplayer experience. I personally just don't really care that much about that.
So you say it's a really good experience, but you are, hey, Major clap them up. I appreciate the raid. Thank you so much. Welcome in, Raiders. Thank you guys so much. Thank you so much for trusting me with your community. How you doing? Hopefully your stream was well. Let me give you a shout out. Everybody, go check out Major clap them up playing Battlefield 6. How was Battlefield? Were you oh goodness gracious, what was I say? Like, what were you doing? Were you doing like any grinds or anything like that? How was it? We're over here. If those that are wondering, we're over here like reacting to Tim talking about marathon, the drama marathon. He's bringing up Arc Raiders, and also he's bringing up stuff like Battlefield and he's bringing up Battlefield and like Arc Raiders, Battlefield, and Call of Duty, and I'm just sitting there. We're just reacting like, why isn't he doing this? Why isn't he doing that? If he's talking so much about these games and stuff, why is he playing that? Yeah. Oh, so you were doing like grind stuff. I love content, man. Yes. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for the raid and everything. I hopefully your stream did your stream went well. You were having fun, and overall you were having a fun and great time. That's the one that matters. But yeah, if you got a raid and run, I totally understand. You playing it? Yeah, we're gonna be playing. We might have some issue. What time is it right now? 2:34 in the morning, so we might have to play casual right through because again, Battlefield has this issue where we play or like when you play in the evening. Actually, no, not just in the evening. There's an issue with Battlefield where for me, if I'm playing in the evening, then I get high pings and stuff. They'll try to put me in like, other servers and stuff, and they give me super high pings and I can't play it. So yeah. Add me so we can play on stream together. Yeah, send me your I'll say send me your EA, or you can add me on the game. Either way, it's fine.
It's like an accident, right? Fortnite wasn't supposed to be Fortnite. Fortnite was Save the World.
Yep.
Like, you guys even remember that? It wasn't supposed to be Fortnite. And then all of a sudden, the Save the World was kind of and so they're like, well, let's try a battle royale. And they made this battle royale. I did an ad for Fortnite.
Major clap them up.
The very first time their battle royale was coming out, and I remember in the document, so like chat, when you get an ad, they'll send like talking points and things they'd like for you to hit, right? Like, and one of the talking points in Fortnite was emphasize building. And I remember in my first ever stream, I was like, guys, look, you can build a wall, and I like stood behind the wall, and it's like, obviously you don't know what that was going to turn into.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And so you have a game like that, just kind of, and then all of a sudden Fortnite just takes over.
And that's the thing with Fortnite, because it looked like a kid cartoony like game. And the one little thing they had was, hey, you can build a wall, you can build a ramp, you can build a ceiling. And this is in a battle royale. Like, that was what made Fortnite what it was and made a difference. And then again, people got tired of that. They got tired of the whole building and stuff. So what did they do? They went and they said, hey, let's experiment with it. Let's do an April Fool's joke. Let's go ahead and let's do a zero build mode where you don't get to build. You have to go out and you fight, right? There's no building or anything like that. And then people played and they were having a great time. So they said, well, guess what? We're just going to keep it in the game. Like, that's how you do it. The issue when people say like Fortnite, when a lot of people say Fortnite killed the gaming industry, it's not that. It's Fortnite was just being, it was very successful, was being so successful that other games tried to copy them, or they tried to do something exactly like them. And what happened was they went too far into the deep end that game lost its identity, aka Call of Duty. It lost its identity.
And it just came off of Save the World. I'm going to use Warzone as an example here. Warzone. It came off of Call of Duty, took over in COVID. Say what you want about Warzone this day and age. 2020 COVID Warzone was
That's true.
still to this day some of the most fun experiences that I've had.
I want to say to
in
this
just
day.
gaming in
I want to
general.
say to this day.
It was peak. It was so good. And I remember talking to some of the high ups at like Call of Duty, and we were talking about, this is a couple years after like OG Warzone, like 2020 Warzone. And like they were talking about how that they thought that was bad. And things were.
Well, yeah, because just think, like, you had previous Call of Duties, right? It said the previous Call of Duties and everything to go back. Dang it, I forgot what I had and I lost it. Oh, previous Call of Duties, because it was campaign multiplayer, right? There's campaign and multiplayer. And a lot of people love Call of Duty because of those two things, the campaign and multiplayer. Warzone started taking over and people were like saying, hey, we want more Warzone and things like that. We don't care about the multiplayer. We don't care about the campaign. And that's why I can see why they're like, we actually don't like it, you know? But at the time it was like, let's experiment with having a battle royale in it. Obviously Blackout wasn't like popping like how Warzone was, because it was behind Black Ops 4, which was a paid game. You had to pay in order to play Blackout. So that makes sense. So they're like, let's try if it's free to play. And then just didn't, it did well. Now the issue was, again, they leaned further into Warzone and then disregarded everything else. And then that's when multiplayer games started, multiplayer started getting bad. The campaign wasn't that great. It wasn't compelling like it used to be. And just look at the previous Call of Duty now, things like that. And that's why, and then things started falling apart. Oh, and because, you know, they leaned so much into Warzone and everything like that, Call of Duty pretty much fell apart. I have to be honest. Call of Duty just fell apart. The only thing that's really holding up multiplayer Call of Duty is the CDL. Like, people are just watching Call of Duty like on Twitch and everything like that, because of watch parties of the CDL, like Scump or Formal or, you know, Zuma and them. Like, that's pretty much what it is. It's just how it is.
Weren't even supposed. I vividly remember talking to a high up at Call of Duty. I can't remember who exactly, but
Yeah.
They were saying to me, the gulag was bad and wasn't supposed to be in the game. And it was like accidental. Not that it wasn't supposed to be in the game. It was like an afterthought.
Yeah.
Because I remember talking to him. I was like, dude, the gulag was a great idea. And the higher up didn't like the gulag. And I was like, bro, like, you guys somehow accidentally created one of the, like, a moment in battle royales, and they thought it was like a bad thing. Dude, I don't even know. And I guess,
Well, here's a funny thing. Here's a fun fact. So Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, those that know, that have played it, the iconic, now it's like, it's just iconic. I would say legendary now. The legendary map, all gillied up, that campaign, that wasn't supposed to be in the game. That was actually a mistake. That was, if I recall, I think it was a dev kit at first. It was a dev kit level. But that wasn't supposed to be in the game. They were going to scrap it, and they said, let's just give it a C, what happens. And that is like one of the like most iconic legendary missions in Call of Duty history.
that's the point I'm
I
trying
don't
to
think
make.
there's
Here's
anything
the point
above it.
trying to
I'm
make.
honest.
Devs and the dev team are going to do whatever they think is right,
Yeah.
I guess is the point I'm making. And what I'm saying here, I've been yapping a lot this morning, is Arc Raiders thinks that's the direction they want their game to go, so that's what they're going to do. And that's fine. They're totally allowed to. Tim's
But then also they're listening to the player base. They're listening to a part of their player base. Now, because I don't really I didn't play Arc Raiders because I just been playing Battlefield a lot. It could be if they split it, if they're just adding a mode in there, cool. But if they're going all into PvE and just like, hey, PvP, I'm sorry guys, that's now, and we're going into PvE, then I can see the problem. But again, if you just add another mode in there just to do PvE, I have no problem.
Was in his boomer era? I think I might be, bro. Chad, am I in my boomer era?
Yes.
I fucking may be, bro. Tim, what do you expect from a developer that uses AI? I see this comment all the time. Boys, guys, listen, man. Chad, I see comments just on the internet in general about AI slop. Like, oh, AI this, AI that. Boys, just strap in, man. Like, you can think what you want about AI. The reality is robots are going to be making fucking everything in the future. So if you are like, you can, and you're more than welcome to be against it. You're more than welcome to, but it's going to happen anyways. You know what I'm saying? So like, it is coming. And so you're complaining about it now, like AI slop creating things. And people are trying to give flack to developers that are using AI. All that in the next 10, not even probably 10 years, like AI is going to be fucking making almost everything, bro. Everything.
Yep. And guess what? People are going to lose their jobs. So here's the thing, Tim. People are going to be losing their jobs and everything like that. And then you won't be able to make your money on Twitch. You won't get your top donations because people just can't afford it. Your probably YouTube, that might go down. Like your viewers for YouTube might go down because people won't be able to afford power to, or let alone the internet, to be able to watch you. So there's a lot riding on this. Just saying, Tim, there's a lot riding on this.
Like, and that's just the reality of it, bro. They're gonna make everything, bro. I guess my point here is like you can complain about devs using AI in video games, but then you also are gonna have to complain about like a fast food restaurant that's also using an AI to flip burgers or something like that.
Yeah, it's taking away the jobs, which again, you need your viewers to donate and subscribe to you so you can get paid. If all of that goes away, I'm guessing he invested in some businesses and stuff, so he should be okay. But if, say for instance, he didn't, and all of that just stops, then what?
You know what I mean? So, I mean, I'm pretty sure there's already AI fucking streamers, boys. I'm fried. How the hell am I supposed to? I can't compete with a fucking robot streamer. How the fuck am I supposed to compete with a robot streamer? That robot streamer can stream forever. I can't do that. I can barely stream 3-4 hours before I get tired.
And that's why feelings and emotion are a big thing. That's why they are a huge thing. Anyway, there's that video. I'm gonna go ahead and link that into the chat. There you go. Give it a go. Give it a good old look see if you guys do like his content and everything like that. But yeah, there's something. I'm curious. I want to see what else he said. Last time Tim defended the game, they shut it down a week later. Rants. Oh, by the way, I'm sponsored to play. They said, you like his face. He said, let's see here. Where was this mindset when high guard, my boy? You confirmed that the toxicity on that one. Every gamer knows it only takes a couple of hours of gameplay to know pretty well if the game is good or not. Tim says Arc Raiders came out at a dead time. Call of Duty and Battlefield say hi. That's true. That is true. What does this person say for Battlefield? I agree with you. Battlefield 6 was on fire when Arc dropped. Yes, it was at the end of the honeymoon phase. And some people were already seeing the bigger issues. But there were a lot of people playing, myself included. Arc dropped and I haven't gone back to Battlefield 6. And people liked it, both crap games that went on sale instantly. I want to say that I remember I used to say that like games were crap, like the game is crap, or the game is bad is when they immediately had to sale like right after it came out. But if you really, it kind of pissed people off, but like, people pre-ordered the game, things like that. But then like if you had a period where it's like a month later, especially if you release during like November or something like that, in December, do you want to really kind of like have a chance to boost up those numbers, don't you think you want to have like a holiday sale? And then after that, go back to normal pricing? I'm just saying. It's just that's why it's like other games have like free to play weekends, things like that. So let's see here. Bro is sponsored by our game, is sponsored by the game, and no wonder he can't criticize it. Guys, don't criticize the billion-dollar companies that keep making games you made clear you don't like. $1 million or millionaire streamer has our backs. Thanks, Tim. Yes, devs can make whatever they want to make, but it doesn't mean people will buy or play it. True. Very true. If you can't tell what the product, if you can't tell what's the product, you are the product. Every time they get one of those sweet sponsor deals, they sell your eyeballs, and then they scream at you for disliking the game. It's kind of hilarious if you think about it. See, I can't really say I did like a sponsor for, yeah. Is it really a sponsor for a game? I've done an ad for a game, but the thing is, I gave my honest review on it afterwards. And I'll just be like, all right, overall, what do I think about the game? The game was good, or the game just wasn't that I couldn't resonate well with the game. I'm not gonna say the game is shit. I'm not gonna do that. Just be like, but I didn't resonate well with the game. It just didn't seem like it was for me. I gave it a try, played it for a few hours or whatever, and just overall it just wasn't the game for me. And that's totally fine. So, but I just don't like when, if it is like this is when it comes to sponsors, I know people immediately just sign it, and things like that. But literally read, it's going to take you a while. Yeah, sure. But read what they got to say. Like read what they say, in the contract for sponsorship. If you can give an honest review on it or honest thoughts about it. I know usually people are like, oh, I can't say anything, but oh my goodness, but look at the money I got. And I know right now it's dire times for money, so I can understand that. But then again, it's like people will know if you don't like the game. People can easily tell you don't like the game. So, anywho, let's see here. All right. Excuse me. All right, so let me go ahead and oops. Every single thing you do. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna use restroom. I'll be back. And then we'll get going. I'll be back. Man, I really dragged that out. I'm so sorry. I really dragged that out. It was just like, oh, quick 2 videos and stuff, but then it was so much to talk about. People can say, oh, hating or whatever. but I don't think so. I don't think so. Also, I need to change it because we're not 205. We're level 208. Oh, dum, 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 dum. Show up. All right. Waiting on the outcome. All right. Here we go. Mm, 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 mm. Ain't nothing but a gangsta party. Okay. So now we are. Oh, now. So we are attacking. Woo. Okay. Nobody. 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 They're really throwing those smokes. Ain't nothing but a gangsta party. Okay. Okay, no. Get one of these. Oh, come on. There we go. All right, so is all right. So it's going down the. Where was it? Oh shit! I forgot to put. Oh, I guess he was trying to get that kill. My bad, dude. My bad. My bad. My bad. My bad. It should be right. Yeah. So if I was on the other end of that. Interesting. I saw him up there. Yeah, that's so weird. Like this building is, I don't know. It's still in play. Oh, never mind. Let's see if he's gonna make the jump. Okay, there's two of them. Hit. Should be a, yep, there it is. Now, I hit one. I don't know if that, nope, they kill him.
Objective marked. We need you supporting the attack. We're attacking objective Alpha. We are targeting objective Bravo.
Oh, what the hell? Exploded.
All right, keep this up and the fight is on. Let's get it done. Okay, we've taken objective Alpha.
Good work. That's impressive.
Alrighty. Oh, I shot the slab. Jeez. Yeah. Damn. Shot. Whoever hit that. I still think it's weird that you can't put a yeah, I still think it's so weird that you cannot put a sofa lamp on this spot right here. Like it's so weird. Oh shit. Oh shit. I heard the snap. I said, shh. Life's off. Feel like NY summertime shot. Yeah. I popped a Ferrari. And she got the good. She got the sour. They hate to let them hate to watch the money pile up. Bird in the mornings. I wish it would.
All squads, sector defense now. Stop the enemy advance and grind them down.
I close my mind as I imagine.
Be advised, we need to run into threats on the marked objective. Be advised, you've lost control of Bravo. We are targeting Alpha. The enemy's lost over half its troops. Objective Alpha is neutralized. We now hold Alpha.
It'd be cool if one of those, like one of these days where I shoot that propane and it blows up and kills somebody. It'd be really cool.
Our attack on Bravo is underway.
Randomly shoot. That sounded so real.
We have Bravo under attack.
Heads up, hostile vehicle.
Be advised, Alpha is under attack.
Contact enemy infantry.
Damn.
Eliminated most of their troops. Good work.
Marking repair station.
Objective Alpha has been lost.
We need attack support on the marked objective.
Oh, that's an IFB. Okay. You rocking? Oh, you got the mean count. You got the Boy Scout.
No soldiers. Their position can't hold.
You got the mini scout. You got the Boy Scout. Oh shit.
Enemies are attacking objective Bravo.
Oh no. Dang it.
Ugh.
Boom, 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 boom. Oh. Man, away. Oh, that video necklace. All right. Yeah. Do 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 do.
Support on the marked objective. We're attacking objective Alpha.
Good morning, school. I'm on a roll. $1 in my pocket.
Sniper!
Let them marry, see how it goes.
Objective Alpha neutralized.
All on a first name basis, a stranger, no man. Damn it.
Alright, objective Alpha is under our control.
Hello.
Enemy attack confirmed.
Sniper contact! Stay low!
Defensive position needed on the marked objective.
Damn it. Thing it's hard trying to get this guy without being exposed to the guys on the hill. It's right there.
Enemy contact in my AO.
Okay. Damn. Oh damn. Oh damn. Oh, that was a body, a regular. It was a corpse.
Move to attack the marked objective.
Guys, just past that berm. Can I? No, just that angle. Woo! Fuck you.
Our attack on Bravo is underway. We've neutralized objective Bravo. Secured Bravo. Contact! Enemy infantry!
My New Year's resolution is to stop all our pollution. Talk to motherfucking much. I got my drink. I got my music.
Be advised, hostiles attacking Bravo. We need to rally defense on the marked objective.
Mhm.
We've lost objective Bravo.
Oh, the painted thing on that shit.
Our forces are hitting Alpha.
Our forces have neutralized Alpha. Right, we've taken objective Alpha.
Wait,
Objective marked. We need you
did I hit marker that? Or that seemed pretty 91. I don't like that. Do not like that. Oh. Don't, bada, bum, bum. That's fine. It's not about it. You ain't got wrong. It's okay, girl. I'ma be alright tonight. You ain't have to call. It's okay, girl. I'ma be alright tonight.
Enemy forces are advancing on our position. Defend the sector and deplete their numbers.
You ain't got to go.
Attention. Enemy attack is
It's
underway on
okay, girl. I'ma be alright tonight. You ain't have to go.
Hostile attack confirmed on Alpha.
Mm-hmm.
Defend the marked objective. We have lost control of Alpha.
You ain't have to go. It's okay, girl. 'Cause I'ma be alright tonight. You ain't have to go.
Hostile tank in the mission area.
It's okay, girl. But I'ma be. You don't have to come. See, I'ma be alright tonight.
We have lost control of Bravo.
I'ma do everything now. It's okay, girl. 'Cause I'ma be alright tonight. You won't have to call. It's okay, girl. 'Cause I'ma be alright tonight.
Mobilize new lines of defense.
That's drama. You love your baby mama. Oh, the case.